Welcome back to MAW Wiffle Wars 5 here in New York, Pennsylvania at Shy Wiffle Ball Park. We're just moments away from the tournament finals. It'll be Voodoo making their third straight tournament final appearance of 2022 against the Stompers making their first tournament finals since 2020. Both teams meeting to take the ceremonial pre-first pitch belt photo. So this is in some ways an unexpected matchup, in some ways an expected one. The expected part of the equation would definitely be Voodoo. You know, they made the finals previous two tournaments to start 2022 MAW season, so you kind of aren't surprised to see them back here. Sometimes you may be surprised to see back here, but kind of as the tournament unfolded, it seemed pretty likely. Sort of historically over the last 3 or 4 years, they've been a team that if they get on a roll in prelim, they win 2 games, win 3 games. Kind of snowballs from there. And they got 2 early wins without actually scoring a run in regulation. They got 2 unearned runs, both coming with bases automatically loaded in extras. And they kind of rolled from there, went 4-0, took over the top seed. Got a nice, I don't want to call it a break, getting to play the New School Risers. I mean, that game was scoreless for 7 innings, so it was obviously a tough opponent, but a better matchup probably for them than the Juggernauts or Voodoo. Took advantage of that. Joseph hit a walk-off in the 7th to put him through to the finals. Bryce Clark is pitching his second game of the tournament here, so he's pretty fresh. Looked really good against the Risers. So Stompers sitting in a nice position. You may not expect to have seen him here, but it's not altogether unsurprising. They've had a way of finding themselves in tournament finals, even if their season results haven't been that great. 19-20, they kind of finished middle of the pack at best, but they still won a tournament each of those 2 years.
Started off here, Billy. Let's go, Ted. Come on, Bryce. Let's go, Vin. Nice spot. Oh, shit, my bad. Thanks, Mike. Do we have a book for this game?
Yeah, I gave it to Vin.
Oh, Vin had it for me? Let's go, 3. Come on, Bryce. Yeah, boy. Bad idea. Come, Vinley. Come, Vinley. Do what you do, kid. Come on, 1-0. Yeah, buddy.
Hey, way to tackle it. Way to tackle it every time. Right on it, kid. Yep. Straighten it up.
Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go.
I'm done.
Thanks for coming, Daddy. Bye, Jay.
All right, let's go, Vinley. Come on.
And this kid's going to be an animal when he grows up.
Nice spot. Burn it in your head. Burn it in your head. Yeah. Burn it in your head. Come on, 1.
Come on, 10. Couple more.
Go, Jordan.
Let's go, Bryce.
Clark gets Jordan to start. Gets Vin for out number 1. Start this championship game.
Come on, Bryce.
No.
Okay, if you're just joining us, this is Bryce's only second game in this tournament. Pitched 7 innings the prior game. Otherwise, has been pretty fresh. Or otherwise is pretty fresh.
Come on. Stay hot. Come on. Stay, Jordan. Come on, Jordan. I like that hack. Looking healthy. Looking healthy.
Doing maybe a little jumpy in the box there, a little overly aggressive.
Get him in the second, the third.
Jordan doesn't miss a pitch with that location too often. It's 2 outs now. Nobody on. Stompers Voodoo finals of MAW Wiffle Wars 5. Devin takes that over the wall. 1-0 Voodoo. So the good news for the Stompers, just a solo shot, but it, Devin hit that ball a long, long way. It's Voodoo a big early lead. Offensively, it's, there's really no question who has the advantage between these two teams, and it's Voodoo. So for them to get on the board early kind of definitely puts the Stompers in a bit of a hole. Potentially could make them, they're an offense that's prone to pressing a little bit, just because they know they're not going to score a ton. So 1-0 Voodoo on a Devin Torres solo home run. Toast now batting.
Caught. Great caught. Good caught. Right on it, 4.
Go, Brycey, one more. Little miscommunication.
Come on, 10.
Good cut, 4.
So Bryce recovers nicely from the solo home run, comes back, gets toast on two swinging strikes. So we're through one complete inning. Oh, no, I'm sorry, we're through half an inning here. 1-0 Voodoo. Devin Torres delivering the big blow in the first. Jordan Robles now out on the mound for Voodoo. Jordan, I believe this is his first innings of the day. Voodoo Road, they kind of use the opposite approach the prior two tournaments. Jordan pitched a little bit early, or a lot early in those opening day and in Millersville. Here they kind of flipped the script. Vin pitched a lot early. Got a lot of good, high quality, big innings early to get him to this point. Devin pitched a little bit. Toast won the semifinal. Now they're heading the ball over to Jordan.
What do you say here, babe?
Yes, sir, buddy. Think about it. You just gotta get
Nate, come on, kids, get going. Be you up there, kid. Let's go, buddy. Come on. We say 1-7.
Yeah, buddy.
First pitch strike gets things started for Voodoo defensively. left to right. Devin Torres there, number 8, over on the third base side as Jordan gets Nate Cruz swinging and missing.
Right there. I always say, Gino's go 1-3.
Straight up center is Vin Lee in the outfield. So Devin over by third, Vin in the outfield, Jordan pitching, and David Toast Wood over in the between first and second base. Gino had the big blow for the Stompers in the semifinals, a walk-off home run off of Dave Capabianco in the bottom of the 7th. Delivered the Stompers to this point. Gets a good piece of that, just fouls it off. Jordan's obviously got his good velocity here, his first game of the day. And it being a tournament final. Very few people have the ability to turn it up the way Jordan does. Takes a little something off of that, but that gives Gino a little bit better look at it. Didn't really seem to see it all the way. Left that low. Not much of an offer at all. Now we'll get Gino to lean back, but looks like it's pretty much center cut for the looking strikeout. So 2 outs now.
Hey, good swing, kid. Hey, you're all right. That's what we want to hit. That's what we want to hit right there.
Chris Morse batting for the Stompers.
Get down.
Morse slices that off, just foul.
Come on, one.
Come on, kid.
1-2-3 inning for Jordan in the first. 1-0 Voodoo going to the top of the second. Looking forward to how again, the Stompers, if you're kind of comparing offenses here, Voodoo definitely has a significant advantage in that category. But if you look at how the Stompers may eventually score in this game, I don't think there's really any one way. Gino's got one pitch home run power. He can and he has taken anybody deep. A lot of the other at bats, he can have at bats where it doesn't look like he's really locked in, sort of like that last one, and just with one swing hit a home run. So that's obviously one possibility.
Still got a long run.
But they also got a lot of single, double, hitters on the team. Morris had a good at bat there last time. He's had a good day at the plate. Nate Cruz is a very, very good hitter, very accomplished hitter in many different styles. And then, Bryce is kind of a little more like Gino with the power, but also it's for a little more average. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that the Stompers couldn't, string something together.
Hey, Vin, stay hot. Come on, Vin.
One thing kind of going against them is that Jordan does not walk many base runners, so they're going to have to do it all of their bats most likely, or at least most of it. Finley leading off the second for Voodoo. Vin was a strikeout victim his first plate appearance this game.
Hey, you're right. Top way 2.
Chases that low. Most important thing for the Stompers, I think, right now is just to keep it right here. Bryce does a good job. Good another step towards it. They're just counting down outs here without runs. That's what the Stompers need. No more runs. Keep it right here, 1-0, and they've got a chance. Bryce is definitely capable of doing that. That ball skips in.
I'm not in the way of anything, am I?
You are, but I've got different cameras
No,
going,
no.
so.
Tell me. I'm stupid. Hey, you go one. You go.
Pick me up, Dev. Say hi.
That's
How
two
you doing,
strikeouts
Danny?
to
Come
start the second. 2 quick outs for Bryce.
Come on, 10. Love it.
Go, one more. Get us in there.
Comes right after Devin. Devin had the home run in the first inning, put Voodoo up 1-0.
Come on, Bryce.
Yo, did someone take my ball there? It was in my hoodie.
Collusion.
I got it.
Come on, 10.
Come on, Dev. Atta boy.
Say hi, Dev. Come on, 8.
Come on, Bryce.
Bryce gets Devin to swing and miss on that slider. Doesn't go to that slider too often, so I think that a little bit different look had Devin off balance. So clean inning after the solo home run in the first for Bryce Clark.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Wind kind of dying down here. It hadn't impacted this field too much. Just, not as much as some of the other fields today, especially over at the satellite fields, where early on the one field, anything in the air was really blowing back. Here, you're just kind of getting like a little normal sort of. You really got to get a ball, well going out to, left, but not like you don't have to kill it. But this stuff is. Well-struck balls are kind of dying. Well-struck balls that look like surefire doubles are dying a little bit short of the fence, not even reaching the fence end on the bound. So that's about what the winds played to them this field. And right now it's probably the calmest it's been. Trees are barely moving, so really shouldn't be a factor. All right, Bryce Clark leading off for the Stompers in their half of the second.
Oh, just missed it.
Clark barrels up on that, hits that straight back. Or almost straight back, a little bit to the left. Again, Bryce does have home run power.
Bryce, you're right on it, 10.
Doesn't necessarily hit for average, but when he puts balls in play, he definitely squares up, more times than not. And it's kind of what you have to do against Jordan. You kind of know it's going to come from him. It's it's all vertical movement. It's a riser, then a drop, and just kind of working up and down in the zone. With 2 strikes, a 2-strike count's a little bit harder to just guess and prepare for that. But as a 3-strike count, but it still kind of gives you an advantage being able to zone in on just a couple different pitches, just really more vertically than horizontally. In terms of, pitches out of the zone. He's going to kind of come right down the middle, but just change your eye level. He freezes Bryce on that drop pitch.
Anybody sit here, Nate? Come on, 1-7. Good thing is we got nothing more out.
Of the tournament?
Anybody sit here,
Thanks,
Nate?
Larry.
Thank you guys. Yep. I'll see you Pittsburgh next.
Yep.
If you need any help, let me know. Whatever you need, obviously. I'm 20
Anybody sit here, kid?
so I'm right there. Let me know what you need.
2 quick outs for Jordan to start the second inning. Brings up Gino Joseph.
Hey, that boy went home. Come on, Gino.
What Jordan is doing a really good job of so far in this game is purposely throwing enough pitches outside the zone. Sometimes he's such a strike thrower that he could throw too many. He was doing a nice job, you know, not coming over every single time, missing, you know, in good opportune ways. Not allowing these stopper hitters, you know, that do, again, that some of them that do have home run power, not allowing them to just, you know, zone in and swing out of their shoes first pitch on a, you know, looking for a riser or whatever. He's kind of planting that seed into their heads that, okay, I can work the count here and walk against him. And then whenever Jordan wants, just like that, he can come right back over. 2 complete, 1-0 still. Voodoo over the Stompers.
I thought you said the wagon, my bad.
The top 3 now. Voodoo leads 1-0 thanks to a first inning Devin Torres home run.
Hey, be a leader. Great eye, boy. Great job. Come on.
First pitch from Bryce Clark in the third, skips in, hits the zone. Toast batting for Voodoo. Toast picked up the pitching win in the semifinals over the Juggernauts. That ball's popped up. Morris takes it. Out number 1.
Do what I did. Oh, boy.
Let's go, guys. Come on, Bryce.
Nice spot, Brycey. Way up now.
Come on, Bryce.
Nice hit, Bryce.
First falls up the pop out with a 2-pitch strike out of Vinley. 2 outs now. Brings up Jordan Robles. Jordan looking for his first hit of the game. We've only had 1 hit this game on either side. It was that solo shot by Devin Torres in the first. Otherwise, this has been a pitcher's duel just as you would expect. Jordan chases the riser high. It's a quick inning for Bryce. He's had a couple of those now after that first inning run.
Let's get swinging.
Bottom 3, Stompers looking for some base runners and for some scoring opportunities here. Bryce did a nice job shutting down Voodoo after that solo shot in the first. It's going to be tough, though, with how Jordan's looked so far this game. Again, I think the big thing has been, you know, he hasn't been too much in the zone. He's been purposely, I think, you know, working around it a little bit. Ready to go here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Chris Morris leading off for the Stompers.
Go, 1.
Morris has hit well today. And good at bat his first at bat against Jordan. Veteran hitters, not too much he hasn't seen.
Up with 2. Over the other way.
So yeah, Jordan continues to knock over the zone if he doesn't have to. Whether it's you know, trying to get guys to chase early. Then if they do, tempting them again, and not going over really until they, show a little more patience there. He does come over on Bryce, but at the inside part of the zone. Really good pitch, tough spot, especially for a lefty. That riser in that spot.
John. Die, Brycey.
Let's go, Ken.
Oh, Bryce.
Again, Bryce barrels up. That's the second time this game, but way late on the first one. Really late on that one, but really nice barrel to it. You could hear the sound on the moonshot.
Come on, 10. Stay locked in. Right there, Brycey. Come on, kid. God.
Falls up that foul ball for a real nice take. I think Jordan hit the exact spot he wanted to hit. Comes back over. Hard ground ball. Really nice job fielding that by Jordan. He made that look routine. That's not a routine play. So a good sign if you're Clark. That was barreled up on 2 pitches at bat.
Come on, babe.
2 outs now for Nate Cruz. Stompers leadoff hitter.
That's all right.
Job.
Short stride, short stroke. Let's go.
Come on, 7.
Yeah, buddy. Come on.
Great hack.
Looks like Cruz saw that, but it's maybe a fraction behind. So some positive signs for Stompers that inning, but a number 1, 2, 3 inning nonetheless for Jordan. It's 9 up, 9 down for Robles so far.
Dev, stay hot.
Again, Bryce will just look to keep it right here this inning. Hasn't allowed a hit besides that home run. We like to stick to that. Give his team two more scoring opportunities.
I'm ready.
Hey, he's good now. Just come on in here and hit a home run,
Come on,
Go back,
guys.
sit down.
Let's
cool
go,
off.
guys.
Ooh. Ooh.
Love it, Dev.
That looked good, bud.
Love it.
Devin fouls that off to start the bat.
Come on, 10.
He's at his best when he's aggressive, like he's been this game. Not much you can do about that though. It's screw ball at the bottom of the zone.
Let's go, 10.
Good eye.
I don't know if I'd say screw balls have fallen out of favor as much as they're definitely not as used as much as they were just even a few years ago. But a lefty screwball, I still think is unique enough that Bryce has really good success with that. And he also throws very hard. So
Yeah, that just went.
we're not going to see too many righties that rely on that pitch as much as Bryce does. And if they do, they don't have the success that he does. That's a ground ball. Morris has it.
Boy.
Overthrows the return throw. Just misses the backstop. So that puts a runner on first with 1 out. Then you got to hit the backstop with the return throw to complete the put out.
Hey, Vinley.
So runner on first, 1 out. Vinley up. Vin had the big hit against the Juggernauts in the semifinals. That was a 1-0 game. He drove in that 1 run.
Yep, 1 out, 1 out. Good job, Vin.
Yeah, get there! Get there! Ball for the wall. Nope. Cruz does a nice job getting to that before it can reach the wall. So first and third, 1 out. No run scores on that.
Come on, 1 first and third, Jordan. Come on, yourself out. Come
Come on, Bryce.
on, Jordan. Come on, 1. Hey, 1. Come on, 10. Big, Bryce.
Let's go, Bryce.
Bryce, all right. One more, 10. Bring it back together here. Come on.
It's a big batter here for Bryce. We get Jordan out. He can even, no one can really work around in this lineup, but
There, buddy. Right there.
can't afford to put him on with 1 out. If you get 2 outs, you can kind of, see how the next batter goes. You fall behind, maybe you can work around him. But he's got to come at Jordan here. He does, hits the bottom of the zone again. Freezes Robles for out number 2. Brings up Devin Torres. Get runners on the corner, 2 outs now.
Let's go, Bryce.
Bryce falls down, hits the zone. Devin swings through it. A lot happening on that play.
No.
And I didn't swing either.
Hey, come on, Dev. Yeah, he missed everything.
Bryce walking it off after falling down that last pitch.
Maybe. Good eye, boy. Hey.
That's a tough one. Good eye.
Huge here, A. Be huge. Put it in play. Come on.
Having that bat.
Get something through.
Big. Single scores them. Come on.
Come on, Bryce.
Nice
eye,
eye,
Dev.
Dev.
Come on, Dev.
Come, 8. Come, 8. Hey, got to swing at it.
Devin swings through that. So Bryce does work out of the, a little bit of the jam runners in the corner, 1 out. Gets 2 strikeouts to get out of that. So another scoreless inning, three in a row now for Bryce after that first inning home run. He does give up his first hit since that home run. Voodoo has yet to allow, Voodoo and Jordan Robles have yet to allow a base runner this game.
Bottom 4? Yeah, bottom 4.
The Stompers have 6 outs to work with. These are 5-inning games. If by chance the game is tie, if the Stompers tie this up,
1-3.
sometime before these next 6 outs are recorded and they head to extras, they'll just play clean extras until there's a winner. So no runners on base, no automatic bases loaded, nothing like that. They'll just play till there's a winner. If it happens to go to extras. Gino just holds back on that.
Boy, Gino.
Twos, right?
Come on now, kid.
Yeah, buddy.
Really good spot on that riser, just above the zone. There's no way to tell whether that's going to be a strike or not. You just have to. You have to, just kind of take there and kind of wish, or put a good swing on it. Gino put a decent swing on that. 1 out. Comes back for a riser a little bit lower. That one hits the top of the zone.
Yeah, baby. Come on. Come on.
Woods chases that. 2 outs now. Brings up Bryce Clark trying to help himself. Bryce has definitely had of all the stoppers, he's definitely had the best AB so far this game. He's barreled up more than a few pitches. Another hit. Ooh, triple just missed.
Can't get that motherfucker.
So Bryce gives it a ride. Just misses a home run, not by much. Maybe a foot and a half or so, 2 feet. It's a 4-foot fence that hit about halfway down.
Let's go, Nate.
Come on, babe.
You kind of felt that that was coming for him. He's barreled up a few pitches today. Just had to get around that a little more. It's still opposite field, but that was a much better swing. Jordan comes right back though for strike.
Nice.
Good take from Cruz. Jordan trying to get him to chase behind in the count. Just reaches back for, Jordan reaches back for a little something extra on that pitch. Freezes Nate. So 2-out triple, but no damage done for, no damage done by the Stompers. So they're down to their last 3 outs. Bryce Clark trying to keep it right here. That's what they want to do with get down to the final inning. Bryce will be due up third. They want to keep it right here. That's 0.1. No more runs. Keep it a 1-0 game, and then try to get someone on before Bryce, who's obviously been the Stompers' best hitter this game. So. Toast leading off for Voodoo. Voodoo looking on for tack-on runs. Stompers trying to prevent that.
Get on, Toast. Nice job. One more. How far was that in?
It was in.
Yeah, a little bit.
Very. Moved a lot though. Good pick.
Come on, Bryce.
Fun.
Job, boy.
Nice job. Battle, Bryce. Go, big. Keep mashing. I don't know what I'm saying. Just do it.
Gets Toast for out number 1.
You get the gist of it.
Brings up Vinley.
Hey, pick me up.
Come on, Bryce.
Nice job.
Love the hack, man.
Finn swings through that. Bryce has pitched a heck of a game, regardless of how this turns out. Really one mistake and then one inning that was a little dicey, but really nothing else. It is a really good hitting team. It goes without saying. When you're not batting Kenny Stengel, that kind of tells you what kind of offense they have on this team.
Yeah, you hate to see it. A lot of screen. Hey, tough.
Now you can do it.
That catches the inside corner, so 2 outs. Jordan Robles up.
Come on, Brycey, one more.
It was his last chance for a tack-on run.
Come on.
Come on, Jordan.
Come on, Bryce.
Hit the backstop.
Well, I didn't know. I'm just coming in. I'm not taking it.
No, yeah, hit the backstop.
I feel you.
Anything you want, Ted. Oh, not bad. Yeah.
It's all good.
Go, Joe, man.
Come on, Bryce.
Go. Hey,
1-2-3 inning for Clark and the Stompers. They have 3 outs to work with here. Bryce is due up third, so again, they really like a base runner, one of these first 2 batters. Give them something a little to work with. Put a little pressure on Jordan before Bryce comes up.
Here, 1-3. Come on, babe.
Jordan locked in, pounding the strike zone that whole warm-up session.
Nice.
But again, he's had success this game. Not throwing so many strikes as not throwing strikes when he doesn't have to, I guess is the best way to say it. Sometimes he can get into a little bit too much of a strike throwing mode when he doesn't need to. When he can get guys to chase, when he can be comfortable working from behind. He's done a really good job of that this game.
Let's go, Gino. Let's go, one. Yeah, buddy. Great swing.
Big hat from Gino. Gino has home run power. Had the big home run in the semifinals for the Stompers, the walk-off off of Dave Capobianco. He would love another one of those here.
Boy. Come on, kid. Come on, 1-3. Come on, kid, takes 1 here. Come on, Gino. Let's go!
Another nice cut from Gino. Just too much velocity on that. Jordan's dialed it up here. Gino just a little bit behind that. Chris Morse up now. Piece of that, but foul tips it into the zone. So that's 2 outs now. Changes 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th.
Let's go, Bryce.
Bryce Clark is the Stompers' last chance here. Bryce had a triple his last at bat. Takes that first pitch right down the pipe for a strike.
Tough with 2.
Jordan will go for the changeup here and not try to, not risk speeding up his bat. He does go for the changeup and it works. Gets him out ahead. So Voodoo wins their first title of 2022, their second MAW title in franchise history. They finished the day at 5-1. First game loss to the Ridley Park Magic. Then they reel off 5 straight wins to take down the tournament. Also, good tournament for the Stompers. They reached the tournament finals for the first time since 2020. Come up just a little bit short, 1-0. Devin Torres with the big blow in the first inning, a solo home run. That was all the runs. That's all the runs we would get. That's all the runs Voodoo would need.
Not trying to leave high drops or anything.
Did a good job.
So Voodoo joins Earl and the Juggernauts as 2022 MAW tournament winners. This is not a automatic qualifier tournament, which means so opening day, the tournament in Pittsburgh at Highmark Stadium, and the tournament in Staten Island at the end of July. All of those are automatic qualifiers, which mean if the team that wins it automatically gets into the MAW Championship tournament. This is not one of those, but Voodoo came into this tournament a half point above Earl and the Juggernauts for first place in the point standings, which ultimately decide the seeding for the championship tournament. So they'll obviously retain that. They'll build their lead a little bit. So this was a huge win from, they get the I don't know if it's a monkey on their back, but they get the big win they were looking for after the two runner-up losses. They get that out of the way, and more importantly, they increase their lead in the point standings as we head down the back end here. We got 3 open tournaments left before the MAW postseason, which is a wild card tournament in early September, then the MAW Championship September 17th. So thanks everyone for tuning in.